You're listening to the Patenting for Inventors podcast, part of the Look Legal Pods from the law firm of Nolan Hyman, the #1 source for your intellectual property, business, and entertainment law needs. Now here's your host, registered patent attorney, Adam Diament.
Hello and welcome to the Patenting for Inventors podcast. My name is Adam Diament, a registered patent attorney and partner at the law firm of Nolan Hyman in Los Angeles, California. This is episode 149 called Congratulations, the Patent Office Wants More of Your Money. Every few years, the Patent Office will change the price of things, and 2025 is starting out with a bang. The new fees go into effect on January 19th, 2025. So if you're on the fence about filing something, or doing something at the Patent Office, you might want to do it by January 18th. Most of the fees are going up about 7.5%, but there are some exceptions. If you look at the list of all the fees, you can get it in an Excel file. There are 471 lines of different fees. It can be very confusing because for some things, the fees you may think that you need to pay isn't actually the fee that you need to pay at the end. You have to add some other fee from some different line in order to know what the total cost is. But then there's the opposite problem too. I've had clients come to me who have already filed their patent application on their own. They paid way too much money because they added fees that didn't need to be added, and it can be a pain to try to get your money back, if you can get it back at all. And if you want to hire me to get your money back, the amount that I charge for my time is probably more than you get back from the Patent Office. So unless you're going to do it yourself and figure out how to do it right, you're probably out all of the money. So I've gone through all the fees, and I'm going to go through the most common ones that I pay and tell you how much it jumped. I'm going to assume that you're a small entity, which means that you are a business with less than 500 employees, but your income is more than $223,000. If your income's less than that, you are a micro entity, and usually the fees are about half the cost of the small entity, but not always. So the numbers I'm giving, you can divide by about 2 to see what your fee might be. If you're a large company with more than 500 employees, then you probably would double the amount that I'm saying. So here we go. A provisional patent application went from $120 to $130. That's about an 8% jump. A non-provisional is going from $730 up from $664. That's about a 10% jump. A request for prioritized examination with the processing fee is $1,866, up from $1,736. That's a 7.5% jump. And that's where if you want to get your application bumped to the front of the line at the Patent Office. A design application is now $520, up from $408. That's a 27% increase. Extension fees have gone up each month. You can pay for extension fees, usually up to 3 months. Sometimes, depending on what you're doing, it could be 5 months. 1 month is $94. 2 months is $276. 3 months is $636. 4 months is $998. And 5 months is $1,358. The issue fee for a utility patent is $516, up from $480. That's a 7.5% increase. A design issue fee is now $520, up from $296. That's a 75% increase. The design fees are the biggest jump, and I think it's because the Patent Office figured out that they weren't getting more money from design patent owners because you don't have to pay maintenance fees for them. So they just bumped up the issue fee to make up some of their money. The maintenance fee for utility patents have gone up. For the 3 fees for the 3 different periods, it's $860, $1,616, and $3,312, and that's for the 3.5, 7.5, and 11.5 year fees, respectively. That's about a 7.5% jump. To file for a request for continued examination, it's $600. It used to be $544. That's a 21% increase. To request a second continued examination, it's now $1,140, and it used to be $800. So that's a 43% increase. And the last one is the petition to revive a patent application or a patent. They changed the system. There used to just be one fee of $840, but now there are 2 different fees. If it's been under 2 years, the fee is now $904. And if it's been abandoned for more than 2 years, then it's $1,200. The reason that they did this was probably because if it's more than 2 years since abandonment, the applicant has to give additional information about why it was abandoned for so long, and that just takes more time and resources for the patent office to review it. If you want to review all 471 lines of different fees, be my guest. You can go onto the patent office website, or you can not worry your pretty little head over it. Just give me a call to handle your patent applications and figure out all that stuff for you. But don't call me on January 18th to file things to get a cheaper rate. Call me now so we can get things done earlier and not have to worry about the deadline for lower fees. Thanks for listening to the Patenting for Inventors podcast. And until next time, I'm Adam Diament, and keep on inventing.
Thanks for listening to the Patenting for Inventors podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please kindly rate and review on your favorite podcast platform. The contents of this podcast are intended for general informational purposes only. The facts of every legal matter are unique, and the content of this podcast should not be construed as offering legal advice for your specific legal situation. For more information about how we can help with your own legal needs, check out our services at nolanhyman.com. That's NOLANHEIMANN.com. Or call Adam Diament directly at 424-281-0162. The preceding information may be considered an attorney advertisement and does not establish any attorney-client relationship.